It was 1912, a year that would go down in history. The biggest ship ever built, the RMS Titanic, was ready for her maiden voyage. She was a marvel of modern engineering, a floating palace that promised luxury and comfort. At over 882 feet long and 175 feet high, she was the largest moving object ever created by human hands. Her construction involved the most advanced technology of the time, making her a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition. Inside, the Titanic was as opulent as any grand hotel. The first-class accommodations featured lavish dining rooms, elegant lounges, and even a swimming pool. Every detail was designed to provide the utmost comfort and luxury to her passengers. As passengers boarded, their excitement was palpable. Families, friends, and loved ones gathered at the dock, waving goodbye with hopes and dreams as vast as the ocean they were about to cross. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England. The air was filled with a sense of anticipation and adventure as the ship began her journey across the Atlantic. Her destination was New York City, a beacon of hope and opportunity for many of her passengers. The journey was expected to take about a week, and everyone on board was eager to reach the new world. The Titanic carried a diverse group of passengers, from wealthy millionaires to humble immigrants. Each person had their own story, their own dreams, and their own reasons for making the journey. As the Titanic steamed into the open ocean, the atmosphere on board was one of excitement and optimism. Passengers enjoyed the ship's many amenities, from fine dining to leisurely strolls on the deck. The whole world was watching this incredible ship. Newspapers around the globe reported on her every move, and people marveled at the engineering feat she represented. The Titanic was more than just a ship. She was a symbol of progress and the limitless possibilities of the future. The Titanic wasn't just a ship, it was like a giant floating palace. It was the epitome of luxury and sophistication, designed to cater to the wealthiest of passengers. The ship was a marvel of engineering and opulence, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. First-class passengers lived in super luxury. Their cabins were more like hotel suites, complete with private bathrooms, lavish furnishings, and even personal stewards to attend to their every need. Dining was an extravagant affair, with gourmet meals prepared by top chefs and served in elegant dining rooms. Huge staircases, beautiful dining rooms, and even a swimming pool. It was amazing. The grand staircase was a focal point of the ship, a place where passengers could gather and socialize. The dining rooms were adorned with fine china, crystal chandeliers, and rich wood paneling, creating an atmosphere of refined elegance. The swimming pool was a rare luxury at sea, offering passengers a chance to relax and unwind. Music played as people danced in fancy ballrooms. The ship's orchestra provided live entertainment, playing everything from classical music to the latest popular tunes. The ballrooms were grand and spacious, with polished floors and ornate decorations, making them the perfect setting for elegant soirees and lively parties. Laughter could be heard in the smoking rooms, where men talked about business and politics. These rooms were exclusive spaces where gentlemen could relax, smoke cigars, and engage in spirited discussions. The atmosphere was one of camaraderie and sophistication, with plush leather chairs and rich wood paneling adding to the sense of luxury. On the night of April 14th, everyone was happy and celebrating. The ship was alive with activity as passengers enjoyed the various amenities and entertainment options available to them. There were parties, concerts, and social gatherings, all contributing to the festive atmosphere on board. The first-class passengers enjoyed a delicious dinner, not knowing the danger that was close. The menu featured an array of gourmet dishes, from oysters and caviar to roast duck and filet mignon. The dining experience was a highlight of the voyage, with passengers savoring each course and engaging in lively conversation. Deep down in the ship, the crew worked hard to keep the engines running and the lights on. These men were the unsung heroes of the voyage, toiling away in the heat and noise of the engine room to ensure that the ship operated smoothly. Their efforts were crucial to the success of the journey, yet they remained largely unseen and unappreciated by the passengers above. The Titanic cut through the smooth Atlantic waters, a symbol of human skill and big dreams. It was a journey filled with hope and promise as passengers looked forward to new opportunities and adventures in America. Little did they know that their voyage would soon take a tragic turn, forever etching the Titanic's name into history. As night came, the stars twinkled just like the lights on the Titanic. The ship, a marvel of human engineering, seemed almost magical under the vast starry sky. It was a night filled with dreams and aspirations, where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred. The ocean was calm, a huge, dark mirror reflecting the hopes of everyone on board. The gentle waves lapped against the hull, creating a soothing rhythm that matched the heartbeat of the ship. It was as if the ocean itself was cradling the Titanic, promising a safe journey. Below deck, families huddled together, sharing stories and songs from their homes. Laughter and warmth filled the air, creating a sense of community and belonging. Children listened wide-eyed to tales of adventure, while adults reminisced about their pasts and dreamed of their futures. Up on the decks, couples walked in the moonlight, whispering promises as the big ocean stretched out before them. The moonlight cast a silver glow on the water, making it look like a pathway to the stars. It was a night of romance and hope, where every step felt like a dance. The band played on, their music floating across the water, a sad song before the terrible things that were about to happen. The melodies were both haunting and beautiful, a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. Passengers paused to listen, their hearts touched by the music's bittersweet notes. Everything seemed peaceful and quiet on the ship, but danger hid just below the surface. The Titanic, in all its grandeur, was unaware of the lurking threat. The calmness of the night was deceptive, masking the impending disaster that would soon unfold. The huge ocean, so beautiful just a moment ago, was about to become a place of terror. The serene waters would soon be filled with chaos and despair. It was a night that began with dreams, but would end in a nightmare, forever changing the lives of those on board. At 11:40 p.m., something terrible happened. A huge iceberg, glowing a little in the moonlight, suddenly appeared in front of the Titanic. Even though the crew tried to turn the ship, the Titanic scraped against the ice. At first, it felt like a small bump, but it shook the whole ship. People thought it was funny at first, but then they started to worry. Down below, the damage was serious. Water rushed into the Titanic, flooding the ship faster than anyone could imagine. The ship everyone thought couldn't sink was sinking, and panic spread quickly. The happy journey had become a nightmare. The crew knew the ship was in big trouble. They started waking up passengers and giving out life jackets. Everyone was confused and scared as they realized what was happening. Women and children were supposed to go first, but there weren't enough lifeboats for everyone. Panic and desperation filled the air. Families held each other tight. Husbands put their wives and children into lifeboats, knowing they might never see them again. The band kept playing, their music a mix of bravery and sadness. Gappa 2S. Even though everyone was terrified, some people acted like heroes. John Jacob Astor, one of the richest men in the world, helped his pregnant wife into a lifeboat and bravely stayed behind. The Strauss family, who owned Macy's, decided to stay together and face death rather than leave each other. The crew of the Titanic were incredibly brave, working hard to help everyone and keep things calm. The wireless operators sent messages asking for help, hoping someone would hear them. Even though they knew they might die, ordinary people did amazing things. As the night went on, the front of the Titanic sank lower and lower, while the back of the ship rose up high out of the water. The lights went out, leaving the ship in darkness. Screams and prayers filled the air, a scary mix of fear and sadness. At 2:20 a.m., the Titanic sank beneath the waves, taking more than 1,500 people with her. The cold North Atlantic covered the ship, leaving only silence and floating pieces of the wreckage. The world was shocked and saddened by the news. The ocean would never seem the same. Hours later, another ship, the Carpathia, arrived. The crew saw a terrible sight. Lifeboats filled with survivors floated on the water. Everyone's faces showed grief and shock. The Carpathia rescued everyone they could, but for many it was too late. The world mourned the loss of the Titanic and everyone on it. The tragedy shocked everyone and changed how people traveled on the ocean forever. There were investigations which led to new safety rules and a special group to watch for icebergs. The sinking of the Titanic reminds us of how powerful nature is and how easily lives can be lost. It also shows us how brave and kind people can be. The stories of sacrifice and heroism still inspire us today, and we will always remember those who died. The Titanic also taught the world an important lesson about safety at sea. The disaster led to better technology, communication, and safety rules, making the ocean safer for everyone. The Titanic, though lost at sea, changed history forever, showing us that even in terrible times, the human spirit can survive.